In today's video, we're going to migrate Harold. Oh my goodness, look at that. I forgot to change the picture again in the background. Oh well. She's a pretty lady, so that's okay. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 220 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites, build them, maintain them, migrate them to Joomla 4. If you're looking to hire someone short-term, long-term, or even just get you out of a spot, send me an email, tim@cybersalt.com, and let's talk. Today's video is brought to you by our channel sponsor, mysites.guru. Head on over to mysites.guru, get a free site audit for your Joomla site. And while you're there, check out all the tools and information that will save you time and money managing one or multiple Joomla sites. And that would be great. It's an amazing site. I use it every week, and more than once a week lately. Okay, so yeah, that's let's see here. Okay, well, why today's topic? Well, first of all, who is Harold McNabb? Why don't we just skip right to the screen here? There we go. Harold McNabb is my. Oh, by the way, I have lost the I have lost my little window where I have the chat to read, so I couldn't even tell you. Here we go. So I don't know how I'm going to find that again. I don't know where it went. Anyways, we'll have to figure that along the way here. Anyway, so Harold McNabb is a friend of mine, and years ago he had this Joomla site that I built for him. And then he wasn't using it anymore, and he was going to take it down. But I've just kept it up as something there for him. Maybe it'll be used later, but also it's a canary in a coal mine. I can do things on it, or even just another site that I'm maintaining, because it's not that hard to maintain multiple sites with mysites.guru. But as you probably experienced over the past week or weekend, Regular Labs changed so that their extensions in Joomla 4 require PHP 8.1. I'm going to do a video about this to talk about it, sort of more concise for everybody. So if you're using Joomla 4 and have Regular Labs extensions, you need to update the latest versions. You have to have your site running on PHP 8.1. Now, PHP 8.1, not all Joomla extensions are running that. And it's not end of life until November 26th. But when Joomla 5 comes out in just over a month's time, its minimum requirement is 8.1. So there's a little bit of a matrix going on that we need to talk about. So anyways, and factor into our sites. So we can talk about that today too. So in the meantime, I took a look at a lot of the sites that I have. I'm trying to get them all up to 8.1, and then I saw this. I thought, well, it needs to be migrated to Joomla 4. It would probably be easy. I would do it today, so I can work away at that. We can also talk about things and hang out. All right, so that's the plan for today. Now I really have to find the chat because I'm missing what you guys are saying. Oh, I think I know. Oh, there it is. There, I found it. All right, let me just say hi to everybody here. So there's Ivor, Bjorn, Imran, Valerie is there. Hello, Chuck. And let me just read down here. How do you do? Hi, back, doing well. Valerie's happy about today's topic. That's great. Oh man, Imran, you got an accident and a fracture in your right hand, so you're working with your left hand. I have you have to you practice working with both hands. Yeah, that could be a bit of a problem. And I will try to make basic Joomla tutorials background to you. What's that, Bjorn? Regular Lab swag. Yes, I did some videos for Peter a number of years ago, probably about 4 years ago at least. Anyways, and he sent me this this hoodie. And on the back, I don't know, you might not be able to see this. I might disappear here because you can't see my face. I don't know. Can you see that? His old characters in the back, but he blows that up with a rocket, a grenade launcher on his site. Chuck sent me a message on Facebook. Okay, I will look for that. Chuck. Chuck struggling to get recovery as soon as... Imran. Struggling to get a recovery as soon as it fractures right hand. Too many windows. Yeah, I do have a lot of windows open right now. Okay. You have it streaming in the background. Well, okay. Mary says she's looking forward to see how this should really be done. Hi, Mary. This is a super plain site, so it's not going to put up much of a fight. But you'll see kind of what we're doing here. All right, well, let's launch into it. First of all, here we go, haroldmcnabb.com/administrator. Now, this is, like I described, a very static site. So I can, and I don't think many people go to it anyways. So, I can have my way with it right now. I don't have to really worry about what's happening on the live site, which is some consideration you need to give to your Joomla sites when you're migrating, because especially if you have a very active site, then if you're doing things on it, you want to be careful not to knock it down. You should be testing you should be testing your migrations. And of course, as you're working on a test migration, an active site can get out of sync. So, kind of just keep track of the things that you do so you can then do your migration all over. Of course, I'm going to use Migrate Me 4 today. That's a great extension. I do the support for that extension, and we'll do that. So, first of all, let's make a backup of this. Bjorn says you should update to PHP 8 first of all. So here's what I do. I've actually taken sites and dropped them down to 7.4 while migrating, simply because if there's something that on a Joomla site, well, listen, if this site was running 8.0, that'd be no problem. But if your Joomla site's running on 7.4, don't up the PHP version at the same time you're doing your test migrations, because you may run into something old that won't work on PHP 8 or 8.1 if you happen to try that, which would be insanity, I think, for migration. And so I like to leave things at 7.4 or at 8.0, whatever's working for the Joomla 3 site, just leave it and then do your migration. Get everything working. Then later on you can play around with the PHP versions. Okay, so, all right, so let's check backups. Like, this site has not changed. So I have this set to backup automatically on every 7 days, and I think that was yesterday anyways, but we have it there in this super small site. So, WebCentrics, Sydney McSwain, howdy from Atlanta. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming on the chat here. So, like I said, when you're doing the migration, test your migrations. So I'm going to install extensions manage and install, and I'm going to go to my site here and browse, and I'm going to go to, now I keep this a Joomla 3, and here we go, Migrate Me 4. There's a new version of Migrate Me 4 out today that goes to the latest version of Joomla. This is slightly older, so we'll have to back it up. Imran says you need to update PHP to 8.2 for Joomla 4.3. It warns for PHP 8. Yeah. Now, did you know that Joomla 4 runs all the way back to 7.2, but it's recommended is PHP 8. I was looking at that, getting ready for a video. So don't worry. Everybody, I would just forget about PHP 8.2 right now, because there's stuff that's not working on 8.1 yet. All right, so I'm going to install Migrate Me 4, and there we go. We're going to go Components, Migrate Me 4, and now I'm going to update this. Now, for those of you who don't know about Migrate Me 4, this is going to copy the Joomla 3 files into a subfolder of the live site. It's going to duplicate all the tables of this Joomla 3 site, so that there's, and it puts a prefix of MM4 before, so any work we do testing will not affect the live site, and that is, that's how we want it. Now, up here for configuration, by default it runs in safe mode, and what that does is it turns off third-party extensions in the test migration. And that way, if you've got something that's going to break on your migration, you could at least turn it on, or you can sort of get in there and see what's going on. Now, let me put my phone under here. There we go. I don't put that big magnet there. All right. And so, but I'm going to say no. Let's just see what happens. I like to say no. It might just see what's going on. Now, the other thing, too, is that when you do a test migration, turn on error reporting and debugging, because if you get a mistake later on, you'll get a better error. I think for those that maybe are going to watch this, hello, Arjun. Thanks for coming on today. Welcome. I will not do that, just so I can show the difference. So so I've turned off safe mode, and now we're just going to say upgrade to Joomla 3. And so now it's copying the files. It is going to duplicate those tables in the database, and we're just going to quickly see what's working and what we have to do. There's some things in Joomla 3 that I need to remove here, but all right. So the upgrade, the test is complete. I'm going to log in, and okay. So I get this message here. You installed your installed version of Advanced Module Manager is not compatible with Joomla 4. These are all regular labs extensions here, and so there's stuff in there, and this is Peter's messages saying that things have been disabled. All right, and that is fine. Now, but I don't get the login here. Notice call to member function get on null. All right, so I've got an error. Now remember, before I said turn on error, turn on debugging and turn on error reporting. I could do that easily by going back here to the live site, go to global configuration. All right, and so here we are in system, debug, yes, server, error reporting, maximum, save, and now I'm going to go to Migrate Me 4, and let's just do another test migration. That will actually wipe out this previous one, and we'll see how this works. And listen, this is the beauty for a lazy guy like me. Well, I'm not. I may be lazy. I don't like fiddly stuff. So there you go. I just did another update. It went faster because Migrate Me 4 kind of optimizes your database. And anyway, so now I can do another test. No problem. And we'll see what happens here is, oh, of course, I get the same, regular labs messages, but here I get a better message. Components comp sh404sef classes. Oh, see, sh404sef is not compatible with Joomla 4. So now I'm going to kind of do this. I can do a whole bunch of things in bulk on this, but I'll just show you some of the beauty of just doing these multiple tests. All right, so for sh404sef does not work, and it's enabled. And so let's go here. And remember, in safe mode, I turned off safe mode. Look what will happen if I go back to configuration and then turn on safe mode. All right, and go save configuration. And now, let's do another test migration. This will be 3 test migrations, probably in a period of like 6 or 7 minutes. So we can close this old one here. And let's go. Now watch, I am going to be able to log in now because safe mode turned off sh404sef because it's a third-party extension. And what I could then do is log in and look. Now, when I go to preview the front here, I just get, oh, please install and activate Asteroid Framework. Now, this site is running an Asteroid template, and Asteroid Framework has been picked up and there's a community still using it. Today, I'm going to quickly switch this template to one that I'm building in, that one that I will build in Template Creator CK. Nothing against Asteroid Framework and the people that are keeping it going. In fact, there's someone making videos on YouTube for using it and how to use it, and that is great. But for my brain power, I'm just concentrating on sort of one type. Now, I help people with sites of all kinds of different frameworks and templates and stuff like that. But for my own quick work and what I'm doing, and I like Template Creator CK. So we will bail on that today. So now, all right, so the framework's not enabled. Now, because safe mode is on, I can go to System, Extensions, and Manage, and I can go, let's go AST for Asteroid. Ah, there's the plugin there. Let's just enable that and refresh. It's still not in there. All right, now it's possible we're getting an error. Now remember, now I can, because I had safe mode on, I can now navigate around in the back end of the site. So let's go to Home Dashboard. Let's go to Global Configuration. Ivor, do I have a description on how to migrate a site with Asteroid JD Builder to a new template made with Template Builder CK? Yeah, if you're talking, are you talking about Asteroid Page Builder, like the JD Page Builder? I think what you have to do is recreate those pages using, and now the page builder that I've been using is Page Builder CK, and but here's my thing about page builders. I only use them for the really special pages or things that are quick for me. If it's just content or a blog or that, use the core. But so I would just have in one tab have the page open with the content and recreate, and then have in another tab have the new page and just manually create them. That's the problem when things stop working like that. There, let's go System, debug is on, yes, server. Oh, okay, so we're still, let's, all right, let's just quickly go here. Yes, and there's Bjorn, and yes, that's why core is the best. Yeah, core is really good. But I get a lot done using these extra extensions, and there's lots of people out there that just like that. Hi, Valerie. Yeah, Valerie. Safe mode, it disables third-party extensions. So, for instance, let me I'll give you an example here. Right after I figure out, okay, let's go extensions manage, and let's delete this. Let's go filter. Type, let's go type, and let's view templates. See, now I'm still using Seattle from 2020. So I think the problem here is that the framework is not loading. I'm not even getting an error message here. One last thing that I can do here is I can filter by the right-hand columns, and then I can go, and that's just look for the asteroid where it gets that template, because there might be something that we're filtering. There's Asteroid Framework, it's enabled, but it's from 2020, so it's just not, this is just not going to work. There's probably a way to update that using the Asteroid, but yeah, and Bjorn says switch to Cassiopeia as default, and yeah, we could do that. Yeah, and just to show you, if you kind of want to see what's going, we go System, Template Styles, and we'll just put Cassiopeia as the default. Oh, now look here, this is assigned to one page, so I probably have it assigned to home. Oh yeah, see, an Asteroid Framework is not working, so I can't even change the assignment. Now what I could try doing is go into Cassiopeia and go to the menu, and just to override all these things, save and close. But see, it's still assigned on one page, and it's okay. So we get Cassiopeia there now, and that's just the home page, which we see from the live one. But there's much missing there. Valerie, showing the extensions that are disabled in safe mode. If we go newest Asteroid packages, Asteroid 2.6.4. Okay, thanks, Ivor. Bjorn said, yeah, could change it in the menu. Oh, that's a good point too. I'm not sure which menu it would be though. I don't want to search and find which one it is. It's probably home. Anyways, we could go back into the Joomla 3 site and see. But now let's go to content and articles. Here's an article. It says new template. And so it looks like I don't have JCE editor in here. Let's take a look at some other extensions that might be disabled. Manage extensions and filter, and their status will be disabled. So things that are turned off right now, Akiba's off, SH404 is off. Jot Cache, oh, there's another program that does not Joomla 3 compatible. And the regular lab stuff is off. JCE, I do have it installed, but it was turned off because it's a third-party extension. So Valerie, that's just what Migrate Me 4 does. And you can go through and turn things back on. But more important, these are reminders to me that there are things that I don't want, that I want to take off. And I think it's better to take them off, take off what you can on the Joomla 3 site. And so I'm going to bail on this backup. And I'm going to go and start doing some tidying. So components-wise, Jot Cache, great program to make Joomla 3 load fast. Let me just go here and log in. However, yes, Zimmerman, the menus lost their positions. I'd have to assign the menu to a new position. I don't even have Jot Cache on, but this is a great program for speeding up page loads in Joomla 3. Don't need it in Joomla 4, and I wasn't even using it here. So I'm going to go extensions and manage. Jot Cache, JOT. I'm going to select that and uninstall it. Great. Now remember, components, I have SH404 SEF on here, and it is running. It's discontinued but as of August 17th. But I'm going to, I have 4 SEF, and I'm going to put 4 SEF in here, and I'll do the migration right now. Extensions, manage, and install. Going to go to browse. This is Joomla 3. The company is Weebler. I have a bunch of things there. Oh, that's com4sh. Maybe I put this in the Joomla 4 area. Yeah, there we go. SH44 SEF. Yeah, here is the, what's the newest one I have here? It's from June. There's probably another version out, but I'm going to install that, and I can always update it later. Try to keep things moving here. All right, for SEF. Now I'm going to go to the main component page, and it says 4SEF has detected that SH404 SEF is or was installed. Do you want to import them into 4SEF? These 80 URLs. Yes, import them all. I'm going to go max speed and say yes. And so this actually puts your live site offline. But there you go. There's my 70 pages in there. We go next. I say all done. And now when we preview that page, remember, it's going to say it's offline. Yeah, it's offline. So I'm going to go to System, Global Configuration, Site. Site's offline. I can say no. I don't want it offline. And now I'm going to go to Extensions, Manage, and Manage. I'm going to just filter for 404. And here's 404 SEF. All right. All of these things. And I'm going to uninstall that. Cool. All right, so there's 2 things I don't need for Joomla 4 that I want off. Akiba backup we'll deal with in a while. Banners is fine. JCE editor, yeah. Migrate Me 4, I've got that. Regular Labs extension manager. Now everything is up to date here, but we're going to, and something fiddly might happen with Regular Labs. I found updating using Migrate Me 4 or doing these test migrations. So I've got the latest version, but that's all going to be dealt with later on, right? Okay, so All right, let's see. What else do we have here next? Okay, so a couple of things. Notice here when I go to extensions, manage, and manage, and clear, there is something in the list here that I want to show you. This plugin console Akiba backup, it's no longer being used. There's a bunch, probably have a bunch of Akiba stuff on here. And so, and I have a video on this, but there is Akiba has a little extension called Magic Eraser that will take off any old Akiba stuff that you don't really need. So now's the time to do that before migrating. So I'm going to go extensions, manage, and install. Browse. I think I might have it up here. Akiba. Do we have Magic Eraser? Maybe I have it in Joomla 3. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Magic Eraser. Now, when I install this on the site, it's going to give me an error. It does every time, but you just ignore that. But you notice if you have any errors, it's not something that installs. Notice here, extension custom install routine failure. It's not supposed to install, so these are normal. But look, it uninstalled lib_fof30, plugin two-factor YubiKey, and it removed an obsolete folder of fof30. Now, it did not mention, let's see, templates. Sorry, manage and manage. It didn't remove plugin console Akiba. I thought that was an old one. Well, I'll leave that there for now. Hey, another thing to do before you migrate to Joomla 4, run in Joomla 3 the discover and look for things that might still be in there. Because if you discover things later on in your Joomla 4 site, that you might not be able to remove them as easily as you can just uninstall them if you install them. A quick thing, what is discover? Discover looks for files in your Joomla install that there's no record of in your database. And when it finds them and asks you, hey, do you want to install this? You can then say yes, and it will use the files to install itself made known in your database. And then from there, you can either uninstall it or you can update it or whatever. That's how it's supposed to work. But if it discovers things that are super old, sometimes they get installed, but they don't work with the version that they've been installed in, and it's hard, and then you have to manually remove them, which is a bit of a headache. And one I want to do a video on, but I'm still trying to get it boiled down to some really nice syrup instead of just being all watery. All right, so let's get rid of this right now. OCH Simple Firewall from our friend Ruud van Lent, and it is I like this firewall. That's great. But I'm going to install it. Okay, now I'm not using it on this site, so now I can go. Well, look, I can go to extensions, manage, and manage. Don't take this personally, Ruud. I love you, man, and I definitely, this is the one that I would put on sites. It's got some really cool features, and you can see what's up on OCH Firewall. I have that on the channel as well. All right, so I'm just going to install that. Install, yes. Okay, so that's been uninstalled. And that might have actually just might not have been the whole thing. All right, so this tells me that we've got, I think I'm ready to do the migration again. Let's save my work here by doing an Akiba backup. And that shouldn't take too much longer, bombing through there. Oh, hey, here's something I should also show you. This is going to back up the Migrate Me 4 folder as well. So let's just go into Akiba. If you're using Migrate Me 4 and you are uh, taking your time and doing things like this, notice the backup size here has jumped to 87 megs. I'm going to go into the control panel, and I'm going to scroll down to Files and Directories exclusion. And now the CSS is a little bit wonky here on my site because I have a dark mode. Bjorn says Dropbox is going to drop unlimited space. Yeah, mine's teetering on being full. Look, when I'm going to exclude the folder. I have to mouse over to see these MM4, and I think that's the only thing I need to exclude. There is a folder. Migrate Me 4, when it does a backup, puts it in a folder called Backups. But I think this is where I have Akiba backing up to. But just exclude MM4 folder, and then you won't be backing up the duplicate of those sites. All right, so we'll go back to a control panel here, and now we're going to go and run the default backup. And that's going to go very quick, and we'll be back to our normal small size. Now, I could also have excluded the tables in Akiba. I could have excluded the MM4 tables, but it's a pain to go through and select all of those. It's not a big site, so not a big hassle. Manage the backups. Yeah, now we're back to 33.69 megabytes. Excellent. All right, so then that means, I think, having removed jot cache, let's take one last look through the extensions on the site here. I'm sorting by the highest number here to see if there's an ID in the right hand column. Asteroid. Now we'll take that off later on. And there's the template Seattle. Okay, there's Akiba backup. Oh, content XB autosave. That is not going. I don't think that is Joomla 4 compatible. Let's take a look. Content XB autosave. Let's do a quick search. Whoops, a daisy. I went to my Facebook. Wrong button. Joomla autosave. No, it's only for Joomla 3. So that was good that I found that. So why don't we tidy that up right now? Whoops, this site here. XB autosave. Look for things. I guess kind of getting to know what is not working here. Okay. And then myjoomla.com. That's the listener, and for when I do mysites.guru and monitoring the site, it's not going to work in Joomla 4. I have to add it again in Joomla 4. So I'm going to just take that off right now. I'll actually get a notification that the site's down having removed that. And that's pretty much it. So there's two more that I found to uninstall. I probably could have installed those two, I think, in Joomla 4. For sure the regular labs, the My Sites one. Now, speaking of regular labs, let's go to Components, Regular Labs, Extension Manager. Now, notice some of these are not available for Joomla 4. So, for instance, like dummy content, that is not available in Joomla 4. So I could actually save myself removing it later on by removing it now. And let's just do that. I'm going to click uninstall and go start. Just making my job easier when I migrate. What else do we have on here? Cache cleaner. Yeah. Now better trash and better preview. Those are not on the other, are not for Joomla 4. So I'm going to remove better trash. Yeah, I beat you, Bjorn, that time. Bjorn just typed better trash. And, yeah. Better preview. Start. Okay. Okay, and so Advanced Module Manager, I will leave. Yeah, better preview is now better front-end link in Joomla 4. And cache cleaner, I'm going to keep these. Like, really, if I wanted, I could remove all the regular lab stuff. It's just Advanced Module Manager if I have some settings for that applying on a site, I don't want to remove that and have to redo it again. So I leave them, but I could take Cache Cleaner off and put it back on, but for purposes of demonstration, I'm not going to do that. All right, components to keep it back up. Let's do another quick backup. Now that I've made those changes. Now, as we approach putting making a quick template, I probably could have had this ready, but I still need to practice on making these templates in Template Creator CK. I could put the Joomla 3 template on here. I could recreate it on the Joomla 3 site and then migrate. So in Template Creator CK, which works for J3 and J4, or I can migrate, do the test migration, build the template there, and then I can, and then I could just push to live and make things happen that way. Which way should I do it? I can do it either way. Why don't I do it on the Joomla 3 site? I think I'll do it on the Joomla 3 site just as a way for people who are following along to figure that out. And I'll show you how I do that. All right. So I back this up. We're probably going to get a much better migration experience. Watch. Let's just do this. Let's go Migrate Me 4. Configuration. I'm going to turn off safe mode. So let's do a test migration. And I will test things live here. We don't need that or that. Keep that going and that. Now, log in the admin area. Hey, look, we still get the regular labs messages, but I didn't get any of those other problems with SH404 SEF. And now when we preview the site, we're still going to get the asteroid thing there too. Oh, look at that. Why is that working in MM4? Isn't that curious? Ah. Well, I was not expecting that. How is that possible? Let me just, I'm going to open up in a new private window. You can't see this. How the heck is that working? How about that? That's very unexpected. What did... Oh. Okay, now hold on for a second. This is something to do with search engine friendly URLs, I think. Oh, let's just experiment here for a second. I've logged in. Hello, Stefan. Good to see you. All right, so I'm in here. This is that's a mystery, isn't it? Why is that template working all of a sudden? Is it? That's super weird. Huh. Well, I'm used to accidentally breaking things, not accidentally making them work. Let's go to System. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Global Configuration. SEF URLs are on. URL rewriting is not. I want to see why these links are not. Oh, that's working. Contact expired. Wow. Okay, so this link to com article is not working. And blog is not going to work then. If we go to login, that link works. Okay, bio. That works. All right, well, let's just explore this for a second. Yeah, it is the default template at the moment, but it shouldn't be working because I didn't think it was Joomla 4 compatible. All right, so if we go to blog, let's try this. Let's go to menus, main menu, and this happens all the time. All the sites that I've helped to migrate, there's always some kind of surprise. Blog goes to a category alias blog. published. I don't know. Well, Imran says it'll work automatically, but it doesn't if it's not Joomla 4 compatible. I've only ever seen one Joomla 3 template work in Joomla 4 that wasn't supposed to. Let's see here. I want to go into the file manager of this web hosting, and I'm going to look at the .htaccess file. So here we are. This is in the root, and then there's our MM4 folder, and there's htaccess. Now notice it is 5.1 kilobytes, whereas htaccess.txt, the default, is bigger. Why don't we just view here? We got in here. We have the Joomla package, but this is sort of the old style rewrite stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is go back here and right click on htaccess.txt and go edit. And I'm going to take the contents of htaccess.txt and copy it. And I'm going to go into htaccess, which I have open, and I'm going to leave these other security header things in the htaccess because we put that in for the site. Control V. Oops, let's go. Oh man, I thought I'd selected that. All right, so let's copy, and let's go down here and select. I'll delete. Oh, did I only do? Oh, I only did view. Edit. There we go. Control V. Save. Now let's go back up here and refresh. No. Let's go back to, Michael, I don't want to do select all because we have on the sites, as per recommendations from mysites.guru, done some of the security headers. So I want to leave those there. But I do know that back in system global configuration, SCF, that's used URL rewriting here. Yeah, take out the index.php. That's what I'm thinking, Bjorn. And to do that by using URL rewriting, and the htaccess.txt renamed to .htaccess, which I already have there. Just to remember, if you're installing Joomla and you go to rename htaccess.txt and there's already a .htaccess, copy the contents and put it at the end, because sometimes there's an htaccess file for showing what PHP version to run in a folder or something. But let's go there and refresh. Aha! Now that I do that, now I get back to the error with Asteroid Framework. Very, very, very interesting. So if I turn off search engine friendly URLs entirely, yeah, that's just isn't that kind of weird? If I turn that on and turn that to URL rewriting to no. So, you know, something weird's going on here. I don't know, but that does make me want to just switch to a template that I know is J4 compatible. So not so smooth this part, but you know, this is what's happening to a lot of people doing migrations. Stuff happens. You just got to figure it out and go from there. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's close this and we'll close that. We'll leave cPanel open. We'll close these other things here. Now, right, so here we are in the Joomla 3 site. Log back in. Because I'm doing the live site, like I said, I don't think this site gets very much traffic. I'm just going to go global configuration, and I will turn off debug. there. I'll leave error reporting to maximum just to see. All right, save and close. So now let's recreate this template in Joomla 4. Something for Joomla 4, but we'll do it right here. Oh, I've got some extension updates. Yeah, there's new Migrate Me 4 out today. I can do that. And S4 SCF, I'll have to download, put that in later. It'll be good for now. I'm going to go extensions, manage, and install. And I'm going to go to browse. And I'm going to go to a little folder I've got called Toolbox. And I think, no, let's go here, CK and com template creator CK from, oh, September 2nd. That'll be pretty current. All right, here's the part where I'm hoping this all goes well because I need to get better at this. Template creator CK is installed. I'm going to go template creator and the template list. I'm going to go into the blank template and I'm going to start from a blank template. I could do one of these presets. And there's one that's, yeah, I like to, I'm going to start from blank template. Oh, now Harold site. What's the format here? Let's go here. Harold McNabb. What module positions does he have in use? Here's how we can see. Let's go to extensions and templates. We'll go to options. And we're going to turn on preview module positions. Now when we preview the site, and remember that trick, the toilet paper equals 1. At the end of the URL, put question mark, TP equals 1. And we can see what module positions there are. You know, remember how I really liked that's one of the things I really liked about Asteroid was it had very minimum module positions. And you didn't have to, you could just see what was there and you could add and that. And you can do that in Template Creator CK. Imran says Template Creator CK is good. I converted Imran to Template Creator CK a few weeks back. All right, so we've got a header, we have the content, we have a right column, and some things below. So back here, I've got a header, and I've got a right column. Let's see, header. Notice that there is nothing with just a right column, but that's okay because we can switch this one here. So one column, a header, one column, and something below. And that's what we've got here, header, one column, and something below. So that's the one for me. Header, one column, and something below. All right, header, one column, and something below. And now the column I want to be right underneath the header. I don't want it to be parallel to it. So the one for me is this layout 9 here. Now let's give this a really good name from the beginning. Harold McNabb. All right, template width, we're going to go with 1200. Fixed width, yes. Load bootstrap, why the heck not? The font awesome automatically, sure, I'll leave that. I think he has Google Analytics, I'm not sure. We'll visit that later. The background color is black. All right. Imran wants 1300. All right, we'll do 1300 for Imran. Okay, the font size, well, let's see. What's the font size here? I'm going to right-click in Chrome and go Inspect and select on the font size because I'm going to try to match this. And over on the right-hand side here, paragraph, no. Let's see where the font size here, body, line height. Oh, font size 1EM. All right, can we use 1EM in here? Let's try this, 1EM. It's different than pixels, all right? And a normal link. Now here's where we can also do this because we're in Joomla 3. We can go into Asteroid Framework here. And we can get some of these settings right now. Icon background color, wide, preloader, header, colors. Background color. Oh, background color for box layout. Oh, look, I had something different there. So, okay, that was black. That was black. The link color, all right, we're matching this. It's an RGB. I think that should make a difference. Let's just try that. Link color, let's go Control V. No. How do we figure out what that is? I know, I'm going to go F12. I'm going to inspect. And I can click on that. I click this arrow here and I get the hash is 1500 FF. All right. Control V. And we'll put a hash at the beginning. Oh my goodness. Let's go clear. Control V. There we go. And the hover link is this blue here. So why don't we just inspect and see what that is? We click here. And we get the hex is that 1C8DFF. Oh, and Imran, you paste this stuff in Notepad, yeah? And you know, if you're working on a site, you maybe already know what these are. Okay. All right. Heading 1 colors. Aha. Let's just see. Menu. Oh, typography. No, the colors aren't there. Oh, H1 typography. Oh, the font is black. That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's because it's on white. That's right. It's on the white of the content. All right. So the font is black, and there's a reason for that. All right. So the color we'll just leave that 3333 there. Okay. Other things we can change. You can always change them later, I think. But all right. So let's save and close. There we go. We're getting pretty close now. I'm going to save. Now let's view here. What do we have here? We have a module position. Stefan, the reason that I have it as the text as black is that the background of the site is black, but the content area is going to be white. And so where the heading is, the font is going to be black on white. I just don't have any black font in these modules on this site, but it's a good point. So yeah, and just being aware. So anywhere that I might end up with black on black, I'm going to change the color of that module position or that. But as you'll see, I've got black on white here, and that's what I want there. All right, so we have a header here, asteroid header. Now, quick overview. What we're doing here is I'm going to duplicate this here, and then I'm going to close it. What we want to do here now is recreate all of the module positions that exist on the asteroid template in this case, and in the template creator CK template, and then all the modules will just pop up where they're supposed to. All right? Anything assigned to right will assign to right. Anything assigned to asteroid header will assign to asteroid header. So next, what we can do is this. This is the page that I duplicated. All we really need to do is make sure that all of these module positions in use we actually put on the new template. So they might not even this bottom 1, bottom 2, bottom 3. There are no templates assigned to that, so I don't even need to worry about that. However, I do need to have positions 3, 7, 1, and 0. And where do they show up? Oh, see, I'm not even using those modules right now. Interesting. I don't have latest articles. Oh, okay. Now, that means I don't even have to really worry about these module positions because I'm not using them. So I have no image module. See if we go image module custom. See, oh, see, there's something that's broken there. Interesting. So for me, I can delete these modules because they're not used. They're just clutter from the other site. But we do have header image. Let's just see header image. So there's the header image of Harold, right? And it is assigned to the module position header image. And up here, now this is a little bit different because in Asteroid, you would select the header. All right, so this is the fiddly stuff of rebuilding a template. Remember in Asteroid here, we would go to miscellaneous. No. We would go to basic. Somewhere that we would select the header. Header probably, duh. You could select the types in Asteroid. Oh, this is a very nostalgic look. I really like this. But you would select the header image, and it's selected somewhere in here. Header image. Somewhere in here is selected. Anyway, so we're going to have to recreate that. Interesting. Okay. Well then, for this template, I'm going to, now that we've seen that, this was somewhat unexpected. User menu is in position 7, but look at that, none of those positions belong. All right. Well, I do need a right position. Tell me there's a module assigned to right. There isn't. Okay, so this is all done inside of Asteroid. No worries. Okay, well, let's just recreate here. Here we have the basic sort of the basic template after the parameters that we installed. I'm going to click on this layout button here for the content area, and this is where I'm going to click right, and I'm going to turn off the left column. And the right column down here, I'm going to give it some 25%, which adjusts the middle one. I'm going to save and close, and now I've got a right column. Now, on this particular template, which I'm trying to match, I have the header, and then I have the menu. And there's no menu position there because that's how Asteroid did it. They would just have it built in. So I need to place the header at the top here. And I'm going to do that through this module here. Remember, header image, and that module position is header image. So I'm going to go in this template here, and we have a banner row here with 3 things. So I'm going to go up here to the row, and I'm going to make this, up here in the left, I click 1, change this to 1 column all the way across. That's good. And then I can, okay, let's save that. Now, here's a banner. Oh, this is a banner logo, which I believe is, something that you can add to the template. Now, let me show you what's going on here. Let's X this out here, yeah. So we have a row, we have a block, which is great. I'm happy to leave that there. Oh, and there's another module position. Let's take that out. So we have this row, which is green, a block, which is pink. And we can actually go up to create, and we could add an item, and you have a choice here. You could put in a logo, which is an image. So we could say, hey, put the logo here. And then we could go in, and we can select, go to logo, and now we're going to find the file that is his picture. And there it is right here. So we can double click that. And then we still have the banner menu here, which is position 2, but we just put that logo in. Let's see. I'm going to save. Now, because this is a new template, Imran, yeah, can this image, such a big image, be the logo? That's what I'm using it for right now. Again, because this is not a super big, huge, this is just sort of a site. If you want a smaller logo, use a smaller logo. Now you notice it's really squished down there. I can go back into there, go to logo and go to the size. And I think I can go 100%. Right, yeah. And now there's what we've got. And I can change some things here. And I mean, if you had a logo that was super wide, then that's your logo. But I'm just kind of fudging things along here, right? I could call this header image, but I don't have a logo for him anyways. Anyway, so that is centered and that is there. Now, the first time with Template Creator CK, when you make a new template, you have to install it to Joomla. Because imagine that this designer were not even in Joomla. You design your template, it's all done, you take it, you would install it like a template to Joomla. Except the Template Creator CK is, the design program is right inside of Joomla, but it's still separate from Joomla. So when you make a template or you make changes to it, you make a template, you have to install it. When you make changes to it, you apply those changes. That's why this little button down here in the bottom left says install right now. So I'm going to go install, right? Okay. And now I can assign it to something. Now, we're working on a live site. If I were to make this the default template right away, I would not be able, not only would I not be able to see the other template that I'm trying to preview and match up, I would also, all of a sudden this template's not ready to be the main one. But so how do you do that for previewing on the main template, on the main site? You do this. Go to Extensions, Manage, and Templates. All right. Now there we are, Harold McNabb default. We're going to assign it to just one page. And the page we're going to assign it to will be, let's assign it to, I assign it to a, you can assign it to sort of a, just sort of a very low traffic site just to see how things look. So for instance, we go to login. We get this view here. We won't see the side column, but that's all right. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can create just like a test page, a test article, create a link to it, and then you can use that for previewing. So why don't we do that as well? So we could, I could just assign the template menu assignment to login and go save. All right. Go here and refresh. And there's what the new template looks like. All right. Even though I picked black for the background, it's still black. It's still white. Interesting. And there's the side column, and there's no content showing here. All right, because I probably have content. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, maybe I have a module assigned to a login page there. I'm not sure. Or we can do this. Let's just go and undo that, because if you're on a live site and a lot of people are checking and logging in, you don't want to throw them off. We could do this. Go into the back end of the of the site, content and articles. Make an article for a new that just has new template. And look, here it says new template. I already have that. So I've got some lorem ipsum in there. Now I actually have this set so that it is only visible to, access is public. All right, let's go save and close. And the author is super user. Okay, so now I'm just going to go to menus, main menu. I'm going to make a new template. I'll link this new template. New template. I'm going to select, go articles, link to a single article, select, new template. Now this menu type though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it not display in the menu. All right, so I'm going to say no. I can save that. Now, the new template's already being used by a menu item. Oh, really? new. All right. Well, let's just call this new template 2. Okay, we'll do it this way. N template 2. I must, let's see, the alias new template is already being used by dot menu item. Huh. I might be duplicating my work here. Let's see. Save and close. Let's see. New template. I might have that and have it deleted somewhere. Or unless there's a user menu. I think I have that from, it must be in the trash. Anyways, we have new template, NT2, but notice down here it says hidden. Now what we can do is this. We'll select this non-SEF URL. All right. Save and close. We have our menu item. Now we want to assign the one template to it. I think we can do that in here, right? Let's see how we do that. Main menu, ordering, no. Options, link type. Oh, and you can apply a hidden menu link to home. Yes. Cool. But that would still have people going to the home page. How do I assign a template to this link? Metadata, robot, no, page display, template style on general. Template style. Is this, when you say on general, oh, details, okay. Details. Oh, template style, thank you. Yeah, I've never really done that. All right, so now we're going to say, hey, Harold McNabb template for this menu. And now we can do this. We can take our short URL stuff. Stefan, yeah, why don't you select the menu style in the menu? You're right. I think Stefan might be just a couple of seconds behind us there. But now, there is our test page in showing the new template. And we can now preview work that we're doing going back and forth. Although, that did not exactly work, did it? Let's try this. Let's go extensions, templates, Harold McNabb, assign to new template page. Why is that not working? Oh my goodness. Man, that should work, right? We've assigned to it. Is it because let's clean the cache. Let's see here. Yeah, Control Shift and R. Clean the cache. No. I wonder if this is because it's a non-SCF URL. Let's go here. Content, articles, new template. Oh, we already took better preview off. Ugh. Well. This is that should have worked, I know. Menus, main menu, new template, NT2. Let's go to use default, save and close. All right, so that's going to be that. Let's go to extensions, templates, Maybe, you know, so that, you know, I do have the option of just doing this on the Joomla 4 site and pushing to live. Well, let's go into here. Let's assign it to new template. Save. Maddening. Maddening, maddening, maddening. All right. Well, I'm going to jump midstream here. Because this is not working here. Here's what we'll do. I'm going to go and exit here. I'm going to go to components, migrate me 4, and I'm going to do I'm going to migrate it. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do. We'll log in. We're going to go and log in there. Now, watch this. Template Creator CK. If you have a template built in Template Creator CK and it's working in Joomla 3, if I had finished the work, I would go here. I would go into that template and I would go to page, and this under information, this drop down, I would switch it to Joomla 4. Notice you could build a Joomla site template in a Joomla 2.5 site, migrate to 3 and then to 4 as well as part of migrating from those older versions. Yeah, because there's PHP Web Design has tools to go from 1.5 to 3 or from 1.6.7 2.5 to 3, and then of course Migrate Me 4 from 3 to 4. So, but with Template Creator CK, you could put design a new template on the live 2.5 site, and then do your migrations, and you could carry it through. But we're going to say Joomla 4. I'm going to apply that. Now it shows up here. I'm going to check and apply that, and now I'm going to exit. And because we're having kind of problems here, I'm going to just go to System, and we're going to go to Manage. We'll go to Select Type Template, and I'm going to remove Seattle. Oh, I can't remove the default template. Okay, System, Site Template Styles. Let's make Harold McNabb the default. All right, System, Manage Extensions, Templates. There's Seattle. We're going to uninstall. I'm going to clear this filter. I'm going to look for Asteroid. All right, I'm going to uninstall. Now this is, oh, look at that, error uninstalling that package. Let's try one more time. Sometimes the second time works well. All right, well, here's a case where you can't uninstall the Asteroid package. So I would, okay, well, we'll look at that, how to do that manually later. But it is not there. I'm just going to turn it off for now so it doesn't cause us problems. And now when we preview the site, there is our template for everything. And now we also have our Joomla 3 site that we can compare back here. Question mark TP equals 1. All right. So, and let's see here. Let's close that. We don't need that open, and we don't need that open because it's in Joomla 3. We'll leave that for now because now we're going to recreate the look. cPanel, it's good. That's our live site there, and I don't think that we need the Joomla 3 version there. Okay, so we need to make this look like this. All right, first of all, let's deal with this black background. We'll go to Components, Template Creator, Template List. Go into Harold McNabb. Now, even though it says it's black, I don't know why it's getting white from the back there. So let's just go to this wrapper. Let's go page background. Background. So this is the wrapper for the whole shebang here. And I'm just going to set that to black. And save. Sorry. Check that. Apply and apply. Oh. Creating a template. I changed that. I'm pretty sure I changed that. Now let's apply. Oh my goodness. All right, let's just see what, did I not save that? How did it get saved back? Joomla 4. Save. Maybe I didn't apply the changes. I don't know. That was odd. All right. Now we'll go here and we'll refresh. And we got the whole thing black. Now, this is still white in the background. Interesting. Inspect. Background and blocks are referred to as a page background. Yeah, all right. So do I have a block down here that's... I don't know. I mean, I did select in the page settings. Main, page background. Oh, here's page background. Maybe I need to... I did set that creating it up. Yeah, it's a bit confusing. I mean, this whole page is here, just not filling the whole page here. Let's see here. Body color black. It is actually just my browser showing white because there's nothing at the bottom. Because, yeah, that's what's throwing me off. The page is just not full enough. Interesting. So this is the bottom of the page. Because if I resize this... No, if I resize it goes mobile. All right. Okay. Well, now this is white here, correct? All right. Well, we'll just keep working away here. Here we have the main content. We'll go into edit the styles. We'll go to the settings. Note the block, the background is white. Aha. Now notice things are all touchy here. So I'm going to go to formatting and I'm going to go to the blocks here and I'm going to put a margin inside there of 10 all the way around just to bump things off the edge. Bjorn has body height 100%. Oh, okay. Let's try that. We can do some custom CSS there. 100 VH. VH, body height 100 VH, okay. Notice, all right, so I put a bit of padding there. Now we also need a bit of margin in between these things here. So I'm going to go and on this right column, go to block formatting, and I want a bit of margin just on in the left. So I'm going to put 10 there. That will move it over a bit. And I want this here, the center, I want, yeah, I just want it left like that. Active area visual height. Okay, cool. Well, let's try that. Let me just apply this here. Save. Apply. We'll refresh. Wow, we end up with the white there. That's good. And it's off. Yeah. And now, oh, and now look at that. The whole thing is black now. What on earth is going on here? Something I changed refreshed. But that active visual height, that's an interesting tip. All right, so we could have put body height 100 visual height. Okay, we could have done that. And where we would have put that is here. Let me just show you. No, that's all right. Look, if I go to code, I can put custom CSS. So that custom CSS that you put there, I would put that in here without that. And then it would have been applied to all the pages. But it's what I changed started working. All right, so we have Harold McNabb. And now we've got a menu there. We're going to do that in a second. Our right column, the module position, that says position 6. But here, the position is called right. So over here, I'm going to rename this module position by clicking there and just calling it right. And save. Now, by doing that, we'll probably get, notice here, oh, there's nothing there. Let's see. Is there any side? And we have nothing in the side. But that right column position would be there. Okay. Oh, Michael, I changed the body in the template. Okay. Imran says VH is area within the visual area inside our browser. Okay. So apparently I have nothing assigned to the right column here in this whole site. And in fact, I don't even have a footer because that is part of Asteroid template. And there is a Facebook icon down here. Interesting. All right, so bottom 1, 2, and 3. We saw I don't have any modules assigned to that. So I don't even need to recreate those. But if I wanted to, let's just do that. And I'll show you how to. And I want to put a footer down at the bottom. And oh, look at this. Here's Asteroid Top Social. It's down at the bottom here. All right, so let's finish off on these module positions. Here's the template. Down here at the bottom, we've got a footer called position 3. I'm going to take this out. The reason being is I want to split this down here, and with it just a module position right across, that doesn't work for me. So watch, I'm going to delete that. And now I'm going to go to add an item, and I'm going to put a row down at the bottom. There we go. And now look, there's a row that has 4. We're going to need a row that has 3, bottom 1, bottom 2, bottom 3. I just want to show you how to make it. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click on edit the styles for that row. Columns. Okay, up here in the top left, I want that to be 3. Great. Now I'm going to go down to create, and I'm going to put module positions there. Watch this, a single module. I'm going to put a module there. I'm going to put a module position there, and I'm going to put a module position there. And they are named bottom 1, bottom 2, bottom 3. So I'm going to call this bottom 1. This position here is going to be bottom 2. And this position here is going to be bottom 3. Now, again, I don't have any modules assigned to these positions, but they are there if they did exist or if I want to add them later on. So we'll save that. Now, but what I do want to do, I do like having this footer information. I've copied the text already. This says Asteroid footer, but let's just go back here. Whoops. And we could add another row below. All right, so we could go to add an item. We could add a row down at the bottom here. And then what we would do is we would go to the row, which is green, columns, and we would just say 2. And so here we've got the footer information and we have social information. All right, well, what we could do is we could change the widths of these. We could still do we could do the same as above, 75%, and that's 20. And if I always want this to be 75, I can click that and lock it. So even if I change something else in here, that wouldn't change. But now down in this row, we can go create a single module. Whoops, yeah, single module. I got to get down till it turns orange here. Get it right in there. Yeah, okay. What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong here? Let's see. Oh, there already is a position that got put in there. All right, let's just get rid of that. I want this module. Oh, there we go. That's what I did wrong. I want to add a single module inside this block, the pink block. Oh man, all right. Having a hard time. Okay, that's just here. Having a hard time because it's down at the bottom. Single module. There we go. That's where I want it. I just could not get it in there because it was on the bottom of the screen. All right, so I'm also, so this is going to, I'm going to call this footer. Okay. And then I want the social media thing there. Yeah, that's right. And that's why I put that row in the bottom there. So now I'm going to put a single module here. And I'm going to call this social. All right. Module position called social. And now I get rid of this block at the bottom here. Save. So now I've got this module footer, module position footer, and now I've got social. So now let's just see. We'll apply this. What do we got happen on our site here? All right. So we've got index.php. I want to remove that. Hello and welcome to my author page. And down here somewhere, there's no module position because we don't have anything signed down there. So let's do this. I'm going to duplicate this tab. I'm going to exit. I'm going to go to content, site modules, and we don't have, here's the modules that are here. Remember, there's a bunch that we're not using. I don't even need these here because they're just cramping my style. So user menu, let's just, I'm going to delete the user menu thing there too. All right, so image module, don't need that. 377, I'm going to get rid of those. I don't even have breadcrumbs. I'll leave those there for later though. There's no position 2, right? Let's take that off. Let's just trash these modules. Now we'll do a new module. And I'm just going to do a custom one. Custom. Now remember, Control V, there is the copyright information. Copyright, now it still shows Joomla template, so copyright 2023. Now let's view the code here. Yeah, it says 2023. That's all right. I'm going to change, yeah, copyright 2023, Harold McNabb. Go McNabb.com. All rights reserved. All right, now I'm going to take out all that other stuff that was there. And I'm going to call this copyright. And the module position, we put it in. The module position that we're going to put it in is footer. All right. And I better fix reserved here. Why don't I use the Joomla all rights reserved? Why don't I use the Joomla footer module? Well, let's take a look. Yeah, well, let's check that out. We'll look at that. Copyright. I'm going to leave the title showing. Ivor says, will the year self-adjust for 2024? No, it will not, because I've just typed it in. Remember, you can put some PHP code in there that will. I have a video on that. For myself, though, cannot offhand remember what the code is to paste in there. But we could do that. Hey, all right, so let's look at the footer module. Let's go new, and let's go footer. Yeah, could use Sorcerer with PHP code. A footer shows the Joomla copyright information. Yeah. And yeah, so this will show the copyright information. You can do here, let's just go here. Footer. Module. We'll just see here. Footer module. All right. Menu assignment, all pages. Save and close. Now, watch. We're going to go back here and refresh. Now, here's black on black. So, for instance, now, how do we change that? Right? Well, here's how we change that in Template Creator. We go down here and we just say, hey, anything in this row, or maybe we want to say only in this block, but let's say anything in this row, the block, the text should be white. Aha, we get a preview there. Say OK, save, apply, we refresh. Aha, there we go. Now, if we look here, I think I can blow this up. This copy right here, that's the footer that I made. And then here's the footer module that puts copyright your Joomla site. Okay, so if I change the site name in global configuration, let's just do that. System, global configuration, site name, Harold McNabb. All right. Save that. Save. Control-Shift-R. Your copyright 2023, your Joomla site. Yes, Joomla footer will change here automatically. You can change the wording with language override. Yes. There's also that PHP echo. That I'll show you something here about Template Creator CK. So Bjorn's posted the code there for putting the year. This will always show that. You can do a language override for this. But what you can also do is this. Why don't we just see here? Let's make this 0. I'm going to add one more thing to footer here. I'm going to add an item. Notice this custom block where you can write some code. I'm going to put that there. And now in that custom code, I'm going to paste that PHP echo. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do PHP echo date. Let's just save that and apply and refresh. There's the year there. So I can actually do this. I could, as Bjorn suggested, use Sorcerer to put the footer in there. But in Template Creator CK, I can do this. Let's go to Content, Site Modules, Footer Module. Oh, no. Copyright, which is the custom. Copyright, and do this here. Watch. I'm going to view the code, copyright, and I'm going to put in the PHP code. I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to copy just that text. Now I'm going to go here, back down to this code, and edit. And I'm going to put that in there. Now it's just white on white, which is unfortunate, but watch. If I save and apply and refresh, copyright 2023 haroldmcnabb.com, all rights reserved. Now, I don't even need these modules because I've just put that raw code in there for what I want. So there's a bunch of different ways to do this. But since we're focusing just on migrating, let's close this. So I'm going to take the footer module and copyright. There's lots of ways to skin the Joomla cat. And trash these. And now I'm going to go back to here. Now you might say to yourself, well, self, how can I change? That's just code though. How can I change that? Well, you could change the CSS in it. Or you could go down to the code and you could go to the block and to the text and you could make the size 5em. Let's check that out. Save. Refresh. Wow. So you have control over even how the stuff inside the code appears there. So what we'll do though is go down here and we're going to go to the block and the text and we'll just take that out. All right. Now I do notice though that this block is tucked right up underneath and I want some, I'm going to put in some padding at the top there for this block. So we change the text color, formatting, padding. This time I'm going to put, I want 15 down from the top here. Save. Refresh. There we go. And we got that. Yes, Michael, pad the row. Yeah, I could pad the row as well. I could have put it padding on the inside or margin on the inside. Okay. Now what's also missing here is a menu. We don't have the menu here. All right. We've done all of the, oh, and there's also the social down here. All right. This social link, probably something that I will do later on, I think, because I probably would do that with Page Builder. Add a module that will display his social in the social position. Because if we add an item, I could do, yeah. So later on, I will install Page Builder, and I would just, or I'll do something that will put the Facebook link down there, or the icon for Facebook. Just find the code and hot link to it. That's probably what I could do. But let's not do that now. I don't want to. We're running out of time, and we need to do this menu. All right, so let's call all of this taken care of, even though the Facebook button is not taken care of. Now we just need to put this menu in here. All right. Oh, Stefan makes a good point. If the site only uses one language, this is sufficient. In other cases, you'll need to use language constants to grab language-related text. Okay, yeah. For if you did code that way. In that case, you probably would want to do a module with different modules assigned to different languages showing up there. That's a good point. All right, so in Asteroid, we have this banner menu. And it's position to, I'm going to change this module position to top menu. All right. And we'll save that. Now for a menu to show up on a Joomla site, you have to have it. You have to have a menu module that is assigned to a module position. I'm speaking very generally there, but if you're using something like Asteroid Framework, they put their menu in something, or some templates have the menu already built in. You just select. We need to make a menu module that is going to appear in this position here. Yes, like the Joomla original module, yeah, which I probably took out. Did I take it out? No, there it is here. Right, so we can go main menu, and we can put this in the module position, top menu, which I made. It's published. Let's go save. Now that I've published it, it's on all pages. Now let's refresh, see what happens. Aha, now we've got this menu here, and it says main menu. All right, so let's go to the module, and let's hide the title, save and close. Now we just have this. Now, how do we change the formatting here? I think I know how to do it in Template Creator CK. We're going to go into our designer here. We're going to go to this banner menu. Okay, that's the type of element. All right, if we go add an item up here, you've got a menu or a horizontal menu. I think that's what we've got there. Thanks, Stefan. Thanks for having a nice evening. In this banner menu, let's go to Edit Styles. And then you see here we have Menu. And here's all of the different things that we can change. So link normal level 1. We can go to text. And we can match it to this other template here. So why don't we do that by right-clicking, going to Inspect in Google Chrome. And let's select this text here. Let's see what size that is. We scroll on the right here. We know it's white. The font size is 1.3 EM and the height is 1M. So 1.3 EM and the line height is, what did we say it was? 1 EM. You can use pixels if you want. All right, now that's for link 1 normal. Let's go save and apply. Let's refresh. Oh boy. And now it has disappeared. Did I do something bad? Settings, banner menu, block, text, size is 0. I forgot EM on the font size. Okay. Menu, link, text. Oh, EM. Thank you very much. Oh, there. Now it shows up. Okay. Thank you. And the line height is good, but yeah, you're right, Michael. I forgot the EM. Now we're getting blue. Now that's not even close to the same size, is it? So why don't we just see what's going on here? Right click, inspect. Why is that size over here? Line height, font size. Huh. Well, why don't we just try 8. Is that pretty close? 8. Oh, 8 is pretty close. 1.8. All right, let's do that. 1.8 EM. Okay, now that is showing up as blue. Let's center this. No, that centers those. Okay. Now, let's go back to link normal. All right, let's go text. I think we would pick the color white. Ah, now we got a white menu there. Line height must be bigger than font size. I think you're right, Immer. There we go. That looks better too. And again, remember, the purposes today is to migrate, so we can always get it looking the same. But now we've got that white. Let's save, apply, refresh, and now look at that. Home, blog, articles, contact, bio. Yeah. So we have a bit of formatting that we can do in there in order to match, for instance, what this template's showing over here, like having the article title bigger than that. Yeah. Oh, yes, or cut the letters on return. That's right. So, we need to have a bit of prettying up to do there, but those are still not doing too bad. All right. So, and these are just adopting the settings from the Joomla site. But what else do I notice that's different here? Well, here, these are centered. Also, they're all caps. So why don't we go into this block here. And let's see here. I want this to be block formatting. No. Oh, there we go. I select the text for that block, and that is centered. Nice. And we want all caps. That's underline, uppercase. Aha. Wow, yeah, in that case, and that almost looks that looks a bit bigger than that, doesn't it? Maybe that's why it looks smaller, but and Harold McNabb is still bigger up here. And I think this is even wider. How big is this? How big is that length there? That is... Michael, you have a good week too. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your help. 960, okay. That's a little bit different here, but I think I can live with that for the purposes of pushing and going live here. We could make the page a bit wider. This seems to be a little bit too big compared to this. So I'm going to just go back here to the settings. No. To the block, the text. No. Oh, let's see here. Menu, level 1, text. I'm going to make that 7. That's just a little bit different. All right. Save and exit. All right. So what have we got here? We've got this is what the site looks like here under, this is for on the bio page. And here is the bio page. So definitely is a bit wider. And this font is a bit different. Let's see, let's go inspect. Which font is being used here? What font family is that? Arial. Line height. 1 EM. Line height. And it's Helvetica. Uh-huh. Yeah, it actually has a bit more padding too, you're right. A bit more padding. All right, well, let's do that. We're getting pretty close to putting this live, and then we'll go back into the main content. And this is where I went block, formatting, and we had that all around. Let's do 20. Let's do Control Shift and R. That is a bit bigger. Yeah, I beat you there, Imran. Okay. Now a couple of quick things here. Notice we have the index.php up here. Let's go to System, Global Configuration, System, whoops, Site. Oh, use URL rewriting is not on. Now we'll go up here and go to Home, Blog. Aha! This, I think, happens possibly because this is running in a subfolder. Oh, the link was still to index.php. Let's go blog. Please install, oh, please install and activate Asteroid Framework. That's an old cache thing, is it? Because we're in MM4. That should be gone. Oh, you know what? Here's a super thing to try. Yeah, htaccess we did earlier, Imran, but I'll go here. Public HTML, MM4, htaccess. No. Oh, maybe that was the previous migration. So let's edit this. Control A and copy. All right, and that's update, so that has the latest one for Joomla. So I'm taking the contents of htaccess.txt, and I'm going to put them at the end here after these things that I want. Save. And now let's refresh. Watch this. This might be a rare time to use this. I'm gonna go all menu items. And I have them all selected. And I'm going to click rebuild. It's possible that that might help. Isn't that, oh, isn't that, gee whiz. Let me just, I'm going to open this up in a private window. Okay, yeah, you know what? This is just caching. Because this works in the private window. All right, so don't let that throw you off. It has a template in the blog menu. Well, let's just take a look at that. It worked on the other, it worked when I opened in the private menu item there. Blog. Template style use default. Yeah. So it's not that. Yeah, it is the cache. Oh, that reminds me, we need to update Regular Labs stuff now too. All right, let's go here. Regular Labs Extension Manager. That's going to say that's broken. It's not compatible for. Check if there's a version of Regular Labs available for Joomla 4. Now, here's something that we could try. System. install regular labs extension manager. Advanced module manager. There we go. Regular labs extension manager. And let's try installing here. It may not work. Let's just see. All right, now this is not compatible. Here's the thing that we're running into. You have to be running on PHP 8.1 for the latest regular lab stuff. So we're going to have to push to live and then bump the PHP version on this and then finish that. All right, well, I think then, therefore, we will do that. Now, let's go to Components and Migrate Me 4. And we will see that in configuration, we have backups turned on. And so that means that when I push to live now, it's going to make a backup of the Joomla 3 site in case we need to go back. So let's do that. I'm pushing to live. So what this is going to do is it's going to nuke, while it's backing up the Joomla 3 site, it's going to nuke the Joomla 3 site, its tables and its files, and it's going to copy this test migration that we've been doing into the live folder, and that's going to become the live site. Yeah, Bjorn says invalidate cache is better. Although, you know, regular labs also has cache invalidation in it as well now in Cache Cleaner, I think in the Pro version. Okay, now we can go log into here. Here's, notice the URL up here now. Before it was mm4, now it's live, and we can log in. And let's move this to the right here, and that's preview. There's our new page. Go to blog. That's working. That's okay. Now there may be some formatting things I still want to change here. I might not want to say details. There might be some things, but at least now it's live and I can work on that. And now if you're migrating your site or a site for client, you can just keep doing more work before you push to live. But I want to wrap this up here. So that means I no longer need this tab or that tab, that tab, that tab. And since I am happy, now there's a few more things we need to do here. Since I'm happy with that migration, I'm pleased with it, I'm going to go to Components and Migrate Me 4, and I'm going to remove the migration area. That takes out the /mm4 folder. It takes out the tables that were duplicated, and it leaves the backups folder though. You have to do that. You have to remove that manually. Let me show you. If we go to public HTML, see, I have backup. That's where backup is where I have a Kiva backup set to go. All right. Backups is the file that Migrate Me 4 makes. And you actually have in here all of that and the SQL file for your site as well. So all the files and the SQL site from the J3. And if you ever need to restore, you can go to configuration. No, you go cancel. You could go into there and restore the backup, but you have to restore it from your mm4 folder. You don't restore it from this live site here. Anyways, so let's just do this. Let's go System, Manage Extensions. We're going to go Migrate. We're going to just take that right off now. Uninstall. Now I'm going to go into Control Panel to PHP Manager, And I'm going to select haroldmcnabb.com, and I'm going to change PHP to PHP 8.1. And now I'm going to refresh, and I get a service unavailable for a little while. I just keep spamming that button. No! Now we're running on PHP 8.1. So now let's go to Systems, Manage Extensions, Install Extensions. Let's go Extension Manager, all one word. I think that's the trick to bring up Peter's right away. Yeah. Now let's try installing. Now that we're running on PHP 8.1. And it did install. Now I can go to Components, Regular Labs Extension Manager, and look, I've got some things to update here. And I have the Pro version of Regular Labs, so basically I can update all because these are old versions that's just the old ones that were disabled that were from Joomla 3. So we'll go Update All. And then you might want to review, make sure Advanced Module Manager is all tickety-boo. In fact, let's just go to, let's go Content, Site Modules. That's the old one. Let's go to Components, Regular Labs. Let's go to Regular Labs, Advanced Module Manager. We'll go to the Component. There we go. And let's go to the options here, and we're just going to say show the switch if you need to go back. Save and close. But that's pretty tame and straightforward. So the next thing, Akiba backup. We've got this old version here, and now we need to install Akiba backup for Joomla 4. So we're going to go System, Install Extensions. I'm going to upload the package file. I have it here on my computer. Joomla 4, Akiba backup from August 1st. There's probably a new one. All right, now see we have two Akibas here. I'm going to go Akiba backup for Joomla and control panel. I'm going to migrate the settings. Oh, there's a new version today. Was there, Bjorn? Migrate the settings from before. Great. And now it says, hey, now uninstall the older Akiba. So we'll go show me what to install. Here's the old Akiba 833. Uninstall. And there's two things that are still dependent on FOF, so that was not uninstalled. That was kept, okay, whatever that means. And I think that we've got everything here. Home, yeah, now, okay. So let's go here, Components, Akiba Backup. Let's go to Control Panel, and we'll do our default backup here. So we'll bomb through there. I still need to re-add this site to mysites.guru. So I add that. Oh, now here, see, now it's backing up the backups folder, which I could have excluded in Akiba backup. In fact, let's just do that. Yes, and yes, Bjorn, update to 4.3.4, exactly. Let's go to Control Panel. Let's go down to Exclude Files. Let's exclude backups as well. All right, but that's going to work fine. Yeah, so let's go System. Let's go to, oh, look, we have a database issue here. We need to remember to check that. And when we mouse over what the one problem is, oh, JOS Finder link says the wrong type or attributes. Aha, I've seen this before. And I don't think this is necessarily going to fix. Let's see, update structure. Oh, it did. All right, I click there, update structure, database fixed. Awesome. Look, if we go to discover because we got rid of things before, nothing shows up there. That's good. So let's go to Joomla update. Oh, I'm going to disable automatic backups. Yeah, because I don't want that. I'm going to start the update. That's an Akiba thing. And in fact, while the backup is taking place in there, while the update's well, I won't change anything while the update's taking place. Here we go. Wing. We'll clean the cache. We'll preview the page. Yeah. System. All right, system. I'm going to go plugins. I want to look for the Akiba backup automatically. System. Backup on update. I'm just going to disable that so it doesn't even show up. I don't even think we need this plugin console thing anymore. System. Manage. I think that is old. I think it probably should be. Now this nothing's showing here because we had the filter for the old ID for Akiba 8. Let's search here for Akiba. Yeah, this X here. I think that should have. I'm surprised that Magic Eraser didn't remove that. So we'll uninstall that now. Okay, and go components, keep it backup, control panel. Let's do a quick backup here. So I have a couple of things left to do on this site. Add the social media icon. Also add it to mysites.guru again. And I could also go in here and do a little bit of changing around of the formatting, maybe make the text a bit bigger. But like I said, this is a site that is my friend's site that is sort of just static. He hasn't added anything, and he hasn't been planning on it either. This is not a neglected site. This is a site that I just kept going so I could work on. So even for contact, we just have it simple to have an email address just in case someone contacts him. And his bio and the login is there. And yeah, so that site is migrated pretty handily and fairly quickly. So that's what I was hoping to do. Now I have one last site that is I manage that is in Joomla 3, and I hope this was helpful to see some of how I migrate sites, and ran into a few things along the way there, but yeah. Now let's add this to mysites.guru. Thank you, Imran. In another window off to the side here, I'm going to go sites.guru. And let me just log in here. And I think what I can do is this. Just checking here. Notifications and preferences, settings. Let's see if this will work. All right, watch this. So I'm going to put this here. So here's the sites that I manage. Some that are not connected right now, but I'm going to add another site. Joomla 4. Next, I copy this. I go to System, Install Extensions, Install from URL. I paste, check and install. And we'll go back here. Oh, Harold McNabb already exists. Oh, look at that. Oh, let's see. Let's see. There we go. Harold is examplebluebutterfly.com. That's there's a setting in my sites where you can change it so people can't see the information on the things that sites that you're doing. So I'm going to go here to manage the site, the settings. I'm going to delete that. Yes, delete that. Now I'm going to add another site, Joomla 4, next. I'm going to copy that URL. I'm going to go here, paste that in there, and check and install. Yes, Bjorn, 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours kind of on a very basic site, so it takes a while. Well, you're welcome, Ivor, as always. All right, so here we go. Sebastian Stewart. So here's Harold's site. And right now there's a full audit being done. Now here I'm going to toggle things here and see what I can do. So, template module positions, preview mode should be disabled. Yes, we don't need that anymore. Post install messages should be action. Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to remove the fluff. That takes out the core Joomla stuff. It's not supposed to do it while that's still going. Return to manage site. All right. Limit number of super admins. No. Disable the Joomla 4.3 guided tours. Enable thumbnails to speed up media manager. Yes. Oh, database prefix should not be set to as JAWS. So I didn't realize that it was. So there's a tool here where you can change that. PHP version should be latest. Well, it is, but it's probably maybe not the latest 8.1. And use of PHP disabled functions should be minimized. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. I have the 2 updates here. I'm going to set up backups. Yes, I have a Kiba backup. Okay, let's see. That was a very strange message I just got. Yep. So I'm going to set up a backup schedule. How do I do that? Schedule. Add a schedule. I'm going to go weekly. And I'm going to enable this. And there's a weekly backup when it runs. We'll just run it at the time that it wants to. And that's good. Yeah, so backup tools, full audit. Is the full audit finished yet? No, it's still doing it. So now I've added that. I just need to add the social media button down on the right hand side. I think what I will do, instead of the icon, oh yeah, and I should have copied that. Did I copy it and save it? Did I save Harold's? I did not save Harold's Facebook page, so I could link that to him anyways. So I would find the icon, put it in there, hot link it to his Facebook page, which I'll figure out fine later, or maybe I just even won't bother doing that. But yeah, that takes care of that. So he's migrated. One more taken care of, and I'm happy about that. Sure, it needs more content, needs some work, but if he ever revives it, great. If not, then there you have it. All right, well, there we go. 1 hour and 22 minutes. No, it's 1:22. So I guess we will switch back there to a lovely anniversary picture. I've got to remember. Oh, hey, look at that. Bjorn already has it there. Bjorn, thank you. Bjorn has put it in chat. Let's do that right now. Let's go to here. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go System. Extensions, templates. Okay, so I'm going to go modules, site modules. And I'm going to call this social. So we'll do a custom module. Custom. And in the code here, I'm going to paste what Bjorn so wonderfully just pasted for me. Great. And I just want to, what do I want to do? I need to paste that. Do I need something in between, I guess? DDD. Okay, great. Did that remember, or am I dealing with code getting stripped there? No, we've got that. So why don't I just put oh, that's where I'm going to put the link. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I want to link the whole class though, don't I? All right. On the other page here, let me just go to Facebook. And let's go to Harold McNabb. And there's his page there. Great. So what I want to do is say this, and I'm going to double click, and I'm going to make a link. I'm going to paste this here. I want it to open in a new window. And I'm going to save. Now, let's go to the code, and I want the icon to be part of the link. Oh, and it is. Now, if I take out the DDD and go, I'm just going to copy that. That whole thing gets wiped out. So we need something in there. So I'm going to just put a space. Is that enough to keep it? Yeah, I can live with that. All right, and the position that I had this created for was social. Mary says, thanks, Tim. I have a few easy sites to do, but I don't have extra 2 hours for each of them. Clients don't get it. That is another topic. Mary, send them to me and I'll give them a quote and they'll be happy to go back to you to do it for 2 hours. Oh, Bjorn, you already said the href number. Okay, I think I have something like that. I did actually do that for a guy who had a really cantankerous, not cantankerous, super duper cheap client, and they wouldn't even change from their crappy hosting. So I just helped him out. He asked me to look, and I got some things working for him. And then he wanted a quote for doing the site to give to them. So I gave him a quote for what I would do it. And then I said to him there, I said, they either go for that quote or else they'll pay you some to do it, because he had been helping them out. But turned out nothing came out of that. And it was not a productive use of my time. But anybody out there wants... listen, here's the deal. If anybody out there has someone that wants a quote on a site and people, fine, one of your clients, send to me. I'll give them a quote. And if they go for it, I'll help you migrate it. Okay. Bjorn says he can help with migrating, but cannot afford Migrate Me 4 right now. All right. So there's an offer too from Bjorn. Let's see here. Oh, I'm losing... you see a little box at the corner of me there. Where are we at here? Okay, we've got the code there. Great. I published it to social conditions, and this is social buttons module. Let's not show the title. Sorry. Save. That's refresh. Oh, Mary says your site keeps coming up in my Joomla searches. Good job with SEO PageRank. Oh, excellent. Let's go back to this module. No, I'm just going to put some text in there just to see what happens. Save. Oh, there's the text, but the icon is not showing up. That's interesting. And it's blue and underlined. Oh, it's because it's a link. All right, well, let's do this. Let's go back to components, template creator CK, template list, Harold McNabb template. We go down here. We've got this block of social set to show white text, but the block text, the style for a link is, let's see. Is this Tiny Mice though? Tiny MCE? I thought I had JC. Maybe I need to get JCE editor in there. But how do I change the link color in this font style? Yeah, formatting. No, I think it's here. Yeah, I've disabled. Oh, yeah, I think JCE is working now because I think I'll go in and look and see. Yeah, this okay. So this would be interesting. Oh, here's the link color here. All right, it's not that interesting. Let's give them a nice yellow when you mouse over there. Save. Apply. X. Refresh. Aha. Yeah, I got a little yellow there. I like that. Yeah, I've disabled JCE. So let's go system. I think it's probably enabled now. Yes, but I just don't have system, home, global configuration, default editor. Yeah, why not put an image icon and link that? Good idea, Ivor. All right, so now we got JCE there. There must be, I wonder what the icon is. Fab. Fab doesn't work. Does JCE editor have an insert for things like that? FAS, FA Facebook Square. All right, let's try that. FAS. FA Facebook Square. Let's try that then. Nope. I wonder. Is it in our settings? Load. No, it's not Bootstrap. Load font awesome. Hide front page content. No. Facebook icon PNG. Images. what image do we want to use here? Valerie, hey, you'll do it. You can do it. You can do it. Use custom code and paste directly there instead of custom HTML. Yeah. Tell you what I will do. I'm going to cheat. Watch this. Let's go cybersalt.org. People would think it would be obscene if I put the page builder on here. But I'm going to go extensions, modules, new. I'm going to go CK, page builder CK. Just watch what I'm doing here. Don't get too upset with me here. Oh, here we go. Something is going very slow on this here. I might not be able to do it here. No, that's something that's up with that site there. Interesting. Oh, there we go. It was just taking a while to load. All right, well, I'm not going to introduce a new problem to this. I'm going to do this. Forgive me, those of you who love the core. Close. And go system, install extensions, upload. Yeah, load Bootstrap, but it is loading Bootstrap. We have that set to load Bootstrap. So we're going to go to Joomla 4 CK, page builder CK. This is an older version. System, modules, new, CK, page builder CK. I'm only doing this just to get the code. Social button CK, that's going into social. Template CK does not have FA. Okay. Well, we could load that then. We could load that in the custom code, I guess, as a call for that. But now I'm going to do this. SOC, social icons. And now I'm going to edit the item. And I'm going to delete that. Delete that, and we have this link here, Control V, there's heralds, and I'm going to save that, and I think let's see here, save. I think this might actually just be hot linking. Let's refresh. Let's inspect. And the code is image source, plugins, page builder. Oh, okay, so that's where the image is coming from. It's just hot linking an image. It's actually not doing that. But it does show up and it does work. Okay, well, let's just fiddle around here. CK template template creator CK load font awesome. We'll get the code here. Let's just see what he says here. Thanks for your reply, but I have no idea. Yeah, go in parameters, load font awesome. Is that not what we have here? Font awesome. Yes. Maybe that's what we need to change. Bye-bye, Valerie. Oh, Imran's saying bye to Valerie. Let's see here. Let's go here. Maybe saying yes made a difference. Nope. No. There's got to be a line for including that. But do I want to install a whole line, all of that, just for one icon here? You know, I could always just, you know what I'm going to do? No, I want to leave page builder on there. It's one more thing to maintain. It's not a problem, but I don't know. Oh, look. Well, hey, now it sees a square for the icon now anyways. Maybe I need to go back to the module. Close. Social buttons custom. And change that back to FAB. Save that. Aha! There we go. AJ Costin, hello. Thanks for coming in. But look what we got. Look what we have there. So I changed the code back to what Bjorn pasted. And in the page settings for the template, instead of saying automatically, I said yes. So maybe that wasn't being loaded. All right. Well, then let's do this. Let's quickly undo a couple of silly, well, it's not so silly. I was just trying. Don't want to be too judgy of myself. Let's trash that. Let's go system, manage extensions, and let's go to page builder, CK. Oh, in fact, let's go filter options, select package. Is page builder CK in there? No. All right. Let's go ID, highest number at the top, 100, page, let's go page builder. I like page builder, CK is good. I'm going to disable that, I'm going to uninstall it. Okay. Now, we've got to go back to components, content, site modules. Because I don't think we have that open now. Social buttons. Yeah, ND Free PNG would do that as well. I was thinking about looking at that, but that's good. I'm going to leave a space there, just so the space has the icon. And then I'm going to select this here, right? Yeah. I'm going to go Control A. And I want the font size to be a bit bigger. Let's try that. Nice. Let's go Control A. I'm going to make it even bigger. I'm going to go 24. Save. There we go. No need for the space. I think it was taking it out before, was it not? Let's see, Control A, Control Copy, take the space, so there's nothing there. Go to Editor. I save. Oh, was this the problem with the tiny MCE you were talking about before? Probably. Okay. There we go. Oh, and you mouse over it, it goes yellow. That's kind of odd. That doesn't work, does it? Let's fix that. Let's go here. The social module content text. No. Did I do it in there? Or did I do it in the block? Block. Text. Block. Text. Oh, there's where I did it. We'll just leave it white for now. Well, it's blue, right? That looks like Facebook blue. That's close enough. Save. Apply. Here. Return. Yeah. Now it's the only link there. Now we'll go with the blue. It's not quite Facebook blue, but I'm going to leave it there. All right. Well, we've got that happening there. That's good. That's good for my purposes to have it migrated. And so we'll go back here, save and close. Components, keep it back up. Control panel. We'll back up now. The other thing too is now that I'm happy with this, I'm going to go in to public HTML and I will remove the backups folder that Migrate Me 4 made. Delete. View trash. Empty trash. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Full screen. There we go. All right. Yeah, everybody, thanks for your help. And with code and catching mistakes that I make and ideas. And yeah, it was good to get this done. And I actually feel good because I'm figuring out, especially those menus are a little bit tricky for me. But I think now I'm confident enough that I will be able to do those on another series that I'm doing on the Joomla training cohort. To get another site migrated that I've been wanting to do for my friends. So, all right. Well, everybody, let's see here. All right, I got my finger ready on the button. It's time for the sad music. Everyone, thanks again for your support of the site and the channel and for your online friendship and us hanging out together today and for your help. As usual, I hope that wherever you are, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that this finds you well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites and God bless.